We are expecting quite the blizzard tonight here on the East Coast, and needless to say, the grocery stores were completely out of bread. So what a perfect evening to pull out probably one of my all-time favorite yard sale signs, which is my bread machine. I can never begin to tell you how easy it is to make a loaf of fresh homemade bread, and it's ready in 5 minutes of prep, and in about 3 hours and 45 minutes fresh bread will be ready for the morning. This recipe will work in any average size bread maker. However, you will want to follow your manufacturer's instructions as to the order you put it into the bread machine. So my bread machine tells me to put all the liquids in first and then to add the dry ingredients. The other great thing about my bread machine, and I'll include a link in my blog to the resources for for this particular model, and my bread machine has a warming step. So that means I can put my milk, my water, and my butter in relatively chilly, and it will bring it up to the correct temperature before it starts the whole kneading process. So this recipe I'm doing today is for a buttermilk honey bread, and it is delicious. It's really easy, not many ingredients as you can see. So in the bottom of my bread pan, I have the paddle attachments in there, and I'm just going to go ahead and add 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, a 1/2 cup of water. Most bread machines will require it to be warm water. Mine is just regular filtered water, so a 1/2 cup. 3 tablespoons of butter, which I've cut into little cubes. Make sure it all gets in there. And then I'm going to add roughly a 1/4 cup of honey, and this is local honey. I am going to eyeball it. Because the great thing about this recipe is that looks like about a 1/4. You don't have to be exact. So add the 1/4 cup of honey. And so that's in the bottom of my pan. And now I'm going to add 3 cups of bread flour, and I'm just going to dump that in. I'm going to add 1½ teaspoons of salt. Sprinkle that on, 1½ oops. And then the last step is I'm going to make a little well right in the center of my flour, and I'm going to add 2¼ teaspoons of active dry yeast. This is also equivalent to 1 packet of dry yeast. I'm just going to put that in the middle. That is all. This is going to lock into my bread machine, like so. And then I'm just going to follow the instructions on my machine. It's going to be a basic bread, and I want a medium crust on mine, and I'm going to press start. That is how easy it is to make bread in a bread machine. Can't wait to smell this. In about 2 hours, you're going to start smelling the whole house smelling like fresh baked bread. And in 3 hours and 45 minutes, I'm going to have a loaf of homemade buttermilk honey bread. I hope you enjoy this video. The recipe will be on my blog from thefamilywithlove.com. We are expecting quite the blizzard tonight here on the East Coast, and needless to say, the grocery stores were completely out of bread. So what a perfect evening to pull out probably one of my all-time favorite yard sale signs, which is my bread machine. I can never begin to tell you how easy it is to make a loaf